This warehouse is 147,000 square feet, the dry portion of the warehouse. As you'll see later, we also have a freezer that's 84,000 cubic feet and a cooler that is 38,000 cubic feet. So we can handle any type, almost any type and quantity of food that people may want to donate. This is our inbound receiving side. This is where most of the food, the dry food, non-refrigerated, non-frozen foods come in. And through these dock doors on any given day, probably 6 trailer loads or the equivalent of 6 trailer loads of food are unloaded and received. And the shopping list is a list of all the items we have available to our agencies to order 24/7. It's available on our website that they can view at their convenience, and then Monday through Friday they can either fax in, call in, or email in any items that they want to place an order and then pick up or have delivered. This is our picking area where the orders, once they're placed, the inventory is picked and put on pallets and set staged ready for delivery or pickup. This whole area though is purchased food, and we have about 40 SKUs in here right now. Most of it dry, but we do have 2 or 3 items that are in the freezer as well. And it's very high. It's higher nutritional food, vegetables, fruits, pastas, peanut butter, proteins, tuna, things like that we just do not get enough donated in the large enough quantities to help support 520 agencies that we provide food for. This truck is purchased with a grant from UPS, but really what it allows us to do is send out a truckload of food to sites that are either under capacity, they don't have enough capacity to distribute all the food they need to, but more importantly it allows us to go to sites that are underserved or not served at all. One of the needs that we do have is a separate cooler for produce versus other dairy products and stuff, because they're all being stored right now at the same temperature, which is not the best scenario. And this is our freezer. This is somewhere between 10 and 20 below. This is where we take the reclamation product that comes in the banana boxes or anything else that is damaged or prone to pest activity, and we are required to sequester it from the general inventory, and it comes right off the truck, gets weighed, and then gets placed in here until our volunteers and staff can sort through it. The process here is we pull out all of the non-food product as well as the cereal, throw away any obvious leaking or damaged or bad, outdated stuff, and then if it still looks like it's good, we will bring it in here and look at it a little closer for code dates, maybe less obvious packaging defects or some kind of food quality concern, and if it still passes that criteria, then it will go on the table here to be wiped off and sanitized before it goes into the other room to be sorted into different product categories. So the volunteers will stand here and watch for their particular product group to come down the conveyor, and then they'll pull it off, put it in that box. When that box hits a designated weight, they'll put it on the pallet and start a new one.